There we go. What is up, guys? Welcome to Diggity and WSAD E3 coverage. I guess we're muted for the start with the live, but whatever. We're good. We're good now. We're good. Thank you for the shout outs on that. Someone being like, I can't hear you. Anyways, day 3 coverage. It's been wonderful. It's been wonderbar. No, it hasn't. My God, please. Why was Verizon here? We'll talk about it. We'll figure it out. We still can't figure it out. It's fine though.
We won't figure it out.
It's okay. But we're here for you.
Always
To give you great news and to tell you when something was shit.
And it sounds like this
boy, let me tell you.
Yeah. So,
shit.
I was chained up basically all day with my son.
Beyond that, how are you guys doing? Are you tired still?
I'm still a little tired, I think. I don't know. It's a blur. One more day.
Well, Brody, just so you know, I'm thinking about you, buddy.
I appreciate that.
The big guy's thinking about you too.
I'm looking
exhausted.
I'm looking forward to us being done this, and then next week PlayStation announces that they're gonna have a live show.
Next week.
Oh, I'm
probably.
sure.
They'll wait for some stuff.
It will be before the end of June for sure.
Yeah,
okay, I thought it was confirmed. I was gonna be like, dude, I cannot do this.
I guess it probably won't be until July. We just had one. We might get a little break here.
I doubt it.
Probably.
EA is July 22nd,
right? Something like that, yeah.
End of July somewhere in there.
Okay.
I could look, but I won't.
We are
won't do it.
So exhausted.
I'm not looking. I'm literally just looking at a blank screen right now. I've given up.
Oh.
I'm not doing it. Shit.
Fuck that. Boy, you can tell it's day 3, and that's not even including Games Fest and the pre-predictions and the 3-hour show last night. I mean, yeah, it's taxing.
You know what?
It doesn't seem like it would be taxing, but it's taxing.
I'll lead this panel because you guys are fucking brave heroes that yesterday went through what was a crazy amount of
I'm willing
talking.
to take over at some point. You don't have to do the whole thing. Don't you worry.
All right. Well, I know you'll talk about this
I
first.
Googled it.
You'll talk about this first subject because you seem intrigued about it. But we gotta look at the a more in-depth look, Halo multiplayer, and specifically the Battle Pass in it. That you purchase once and you own it forever.
Phenomenal.
Also has the ability to pass Battle Passes as well. So you don't miss out.
Sorry. Yeah. Big typo there. You can buy past Battle Passes, which is cool. I mean, it's kind of like one of those you can jump on board basically whenever you want and then start working through them, right? We don't exactly know how all this is going to work out, but the idea of being able to buy the Battle Pass one time instead of every time there's a new Battle Pass is very intriguing. Like I'm curious to see what this business model actually looks like, because on paper it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Not if you were trying to bring in a sustainable income. But yeah, and they talked like, hey, most items are going to be able to be earned in game. You're basically, I mean, this Battle Pass is going to be just like an addition to it type of thing, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be too crazy and over the top. The customization looks fantastic. I'm very confident in this from what we've seen so far.
You could change the body shape of your Spartan.
Yep.
You could change the Spartan to like just be you, pretty much is what they were kind of making it sound like.
Yeah.
The voice, your announcer, really cool shit coming from Halo, and the fact that it's free, the Battle Pass isn't predatory at all. It's looking good. Like they are so confident.
I'm gonna be a thick Spartan, thick boy.
Yeah, dude, I want to be big boy Spartan.
Big boy.
No, you got to be a skinny one, man.
I'm gonna be chonk.
Smaller hitbox.
Yeah, smaller hitbox.
No, fuck that, dude. I'm gonna be Chungus. I'm gonna go around and just like roll over people. I'm gonna shoot them.
Jeff's like, kill me.
It's Jeff the Chung. Get him.
Chungus, dude.
Yeah, no, this is really cool, and this was a short little snippet. It was only 5-10 minutes maybe, but I didn't even know this was happening. I just so happened to be on Twitter, saw it was coming out, and I'm like, hey, I'll go check this out, and I was very impressed. And again, we don't know how much the Battle Pass is actually going to cost or anything like that, but I mean, even You buy it once, you own it forever. How can you really go wrong there from a consumer side? So it seems great. I'm very, very excited to hear more and more about this multiplayer as we continue to get closer.
I'm assuming $15-$20 for the battle pass.
I would think $20 probably. Yeah. I mean, $20 seems fair for that. Like,
not bad.
Absolutely, take my fucking money. Yeah, I'm in. Sure.
Yeah, because you don't have to buy Infinite to play this game. So for me to spend $20 on a battle pass to keep, forever,
that's the least I could do.
Yeah, I don't give a shit at that point. I'm stoked on that. I'm buying it. I'm in. You got me.
Like, I know you guys.
You already had me, but
somebody shared the photo. I think it's you, Brody. It's all a blur now. Of Halo Infinite when they showed it in 2020 and then when they showed it in 2021. Here's my worry with that, right? Is that's multiplayer mode, not the story mode. So there's not a lot of shit going on.
Right.
To an extent, you would almost argue there's more shit going on.
No.
Other players
the amount of
and
shit on screen though. With the amount
of stuff that's also a small.
I'm optimistic. I would say, I bet you it's probably going to be like what was in the 2021 photo, but I'm cautiously optimistic.
I don't understand why you would use those models in the multiplayer mode, but not the single player mode. Though.
Well, they're the same model. It's just different lighting.
Well, I mean, updated lighting and things like that. But
I'm assuming they really put all their eggs in the multiplayer basket for this because multiplayer is like the key thing everyone's really digging into right now. Like, I prefer I prefer to hit the single player first and then go into multiplayer. Unless it's like, hey, I want to get my ass working on progression.
I think they have the multiplayer stuff down and figured out, but I don't think they have any idea of the rest of the fucking game.
Well, the thing is, like, multiplayer wasn't ready to go last year, and that's why they pushed it. So, I mean, part of the reason they pushed it. So, to see that they have the multiplayer up and running and it looks good, and you're getting not necessarily ray tracing, but way better lighting and things like that. Is a big deal, and so it makes me hopeful for the story, but I do hear what you're saying, and I fully agree, because they didn't show off anything except for basically cinematics of the trailer.
Worries me a lot.
Because, it was like, I mean, it was in-game, but it was essentially a cutscene. Like, you pressed a button, and now you're, like, pulling yourself
I would have liked for them to address Harambe.
Yeah,
the Harambe
they really should have addressed Craig, for sure.
I think that would have been better on them to be like, hey, we know, because they didn't really go with that route at all, of going, we know what we showed you last E3 was not good. But
was it E3 or was it Game Awards?
It was Game
E3.
Awards.
Oh, it was Game Awards?
Yeah, Game Awards was when we saw the gameplay.
Oh, yes, you are right.
And E3 was when it was kind of like originally shown off. No, I agree. I really think they should have addressed that, but I think they will address it, because 343 is actually very good about
community
keeping people up to date. Yeah, their community shit's fantastic. And so they put out all these vlogs for while they were working on the Master Chief Collection. They did a very good job of staying updated on that, to the point where we just stopped talking about it because it was way too much. And it was taking up a major portion of our show. So I think going forward, we're going to start seeing these kind of weekly, or not weekly, but every 2 weeks, bi-weekly, like a 10-minute vlog or a 5-minute vlog of like, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what we're working on, this is what it looks like. I think they'll do a good job at communicating up until launch going from here on out, because they've been radio silent essentially since they pushed it back. So I think they'll do a good job.
I have a question about Halo. With how much hype is around it right now, Halo has always been able to garner hype no matter which Halo it's coming out. Like, as soon as you see a new Halo come out, you're like, holy shit, Halo. Do you think Microsoft is going to put some more merit into Halo by giving it its own direct almost later on the summer? Like, hey, this is where that team and the studio can really go, this is what went wrong, and this is how we've addressed it. Like, show off more single player shit, give us a bit of a deeper dive into the multiplayer up into the beta, because the beta is supposed to come out
next month, isn't it?
It's close. I thought.
Hang on, I'll figure it out.
So, like, I would really like to see them do something like a Halo Direct almost, and just be like, listen, this is everything we can tell you right now, and we're sorry for Craig, aka Harambe.
I could see them doing that.
I would like it. I would watch it.
I don't know if they will, because I almost think that they'll because their big thing is they've been criticized for not having games, so they're still trying to show off as much as they possibly can.
Yeah.
Obviously, Halo's their flagship, but I think they're gonna let the 343 team kind of lead with these vlogs that they put out and these bi-weekly posts and things. They might have kind of one of their Xbox presents type deals or the what do they call those? I know not the XO event, but they have those other events that they do, and they may very well have like a large portion of it devoted to Halo, but they'll still want to show other stuff off because they have to keep people at bay that are going, hey, they don't have games, you know.
Keep in mind too, the marketing for Xbox has drastically changed in the last like 6 months.
Oh, absolutely.
Like you don't really hear from Major Nelson that much anymore. You don't have any sort of odd cameo stuff. It's not really cheesy stuff anymore. It's all about just the service of Game Pass, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, hey, here, get in the ecosystem, buy our shit.
Yeah.
You know, and then I think people try to, you know, overcomplicate shit now too with Xbox. I think like I said, I think on our prediction episode where I said, you know, they're really turning into just like a tech company, like a standard tech company rather than like a video game and going on the technicals of things. But also at the same time, like they're just keeping it based on a service. I mean, they're I kind of take that back. They're kind of just like, I mean, essentially a Netflix, right?
Yeah,
at this point, what they're going to. And so like, it's funny because you see all the rumors where it's like, oh, they're going to, you know, put out a streaming stick and they're going to do this at E3 and they're going to do this at E3 and all this crazy shit. And it's like, nope, they're just going to talk about their game service that makes, you know, a decent amount of money, but isn't at the economies of scale yet that needs to be at to make a proper
I would say
profit.
It's doing well, though.
It's not profitable, though.
Right.
Which
so
is okay if it
currently,
was a startup, but with it being a massive company, it's not. So
currently, you have to be a Halo insider to sign up for beta multiplayer flight tests.
How do I do that?
I believe you.
I found it.
I think it's merit based too.
Google
I think it literally is point based. The beta, like you have to have so many hours in XYZ. You have to own XYZ.
So I assume. I would think they might do an open beta. I did read one thing where it'd be a bigger mistake to not do a beta.
Yeah,
so I would imagine we'll see one probably late summer.
If you don't do an open beta with this, I mean, that is one of the most reckless things they could probably do.
That'd be a huge miss on their end, in my opinion.
I mean, people are waiting to see what this is, and the first thing that they showed them was everyone went, ooh, and then now we've gotten like half the game shown where it's like, okay, I get it, but where's the other half?
That's,
you know, the
my
part
thoughts
where it's
exactly.
named after Infinite.
Right.
So, I don't know.
We'll see.
Crazy.
I'm excited. I also really, to touch a little bit on Microsoft still, I really think they're putting all their eggs in the Bethesda camp as well. Like, if anything's going to really
I think
be
they're
shown
milking
a lot,
it more than anything.
Right.
I think they're just squeezing it.
Look what we got. Look at this.
Yeah, I think it's just they're exploring opportunities right now while Bethesda's deep into like, you know, 2, 3, 4 games, whatever, and just trying to, you know, squeeze the towel basically of all the coins before it. And then, I mean, basically, your progression of revenue stream is for them essentially is, you know, retail it, put it on sale, and now it's put on Game Pass to drive new subscriptions, right? So,
right, absolutely.
But moving on, Verizon was at E3. All of us were confused. I'm sure those watching right now are confused by just hearing me say the word Verizon. Verizon was there, and they were talking about 5G. In gaming, we saw cinematics. We heard the CMO at Verizon talk about 5G and how cool it is. We listened to a football
took a shot
NFL
every time
player.
they said. If you took a shot every time they said 5G, you would be dead.
Yeah.
That was just constant.
Yeah.
During take two, I'll bring it up during take two, but there's one word if you took a shot to during take two's conference.
Yeah.
We'll get to it though. We'll get to it.
So basically, the gist of their shit, I'll go real quick on this. They were trying to, sell 5G as being used in, game development, both from a player perspective, a game developer's perspective, and an esports perspective. They're like, right. Hey, we built the first 5G esports training lab. It's like, okay, that's cool. That's great. They slapped a fucking Verizon sticker on the front door and gave them $1 million. And so here you go. We had a football player come out from the LA Rams of a team, and they came out and that's my Midwest showing.
Love it.
He came out.
I thought he was from the Chargers.
Was he? Oh, that's right.
I think he was the Chargers.
Still.
Regardless, the sentiment still stands.
Regardless, one team chokes in the Super Bowl, the other not great. So anyways, he said how much he loved Madden, how much he loves 5G, how much he loves getting paid by Verizon to say he loves 5G.
Oh my God.
And yeah, that was Verizon at E3. It was fantastic. It was great. It's confusing.
I have no clue why that happened.
Brody is the only person I believe that uses Verizon.
I have Verizon.
Okay, great. I've got AT&T. I'm the peasant amongst you two. Clearly, I'm not a gamer.
I switched to Verizon. I will say I do like their service, but this keynote thing was bullshit.
My thing also with 5G. How about we actually get real 5G first before we start talking about it?
My thing about 5G is
because we still don't have actual ultra wideband.
Yeah, you just have to market the fuck out of that term constantly. Come on now.
Let's talk about the real issue with 5G. COVID-19 was made because of 5G.
So, now we're gonna get kicked off of YouTube, bro. Now it's over.
I joke.
It's a complete joke. It's a complete joke. No, everyone knows that 5G didn't.
It just causes cancer, obviously.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah, you're getting cancer and turn the frogs weird.
Didn't cause that. It was. I'm not going to say anything because you could actually get kicked off YouTube now, and that's crazy. But the whole thing's bullshit, anyways.
Beat us to the light, Alex.
Not COVID, meaning the whole thing that's bullshit is YouTube, even though we're on it. Then we got to look at Intellivision. So for those who don't know, Intellivision used to be a super old retro game console company. And
looks like they're sticking to their guns.
They're making a new console called the Amico, and it's nothing. There'll be no game on it that has an above E10 rating. This is for the just for kids. Definitely an open market.
Yeah,
that's not already serviced by gargantuan companies who look to have an E rating on nearly every game that they produce and publish.
I mean, there's no way that someone by the name of Nintendo would do something very similar.
Yeah, I'm thinking a company that ends in endo.
You talking about one of these things?
No, get that out of here,
not that
dude.
touchscreen thing.
Dude, that's old. You know the Switch Pro Plus SE's coming out, dude.
So this thing looked like an iPod Touch was the controller.
It looks weird.
It looked very weird. It had motion controller that probably rivals the Wii. This thing looked rough. I mean, this was a console that straight up, like, the whole presentation reminded me of like the late 90s, early 2000s.
That's because that's what these guys are. It's all a group of dudes who were like...
It looks like an iHome.
Yeah, it was weird.
You know what it looked like to me? And I'm just... Brody knows I've got a really stupid descriptive mind. You know when you're making pancakes in the morning and you use the griddle? And you know the little thing that pops into the side of the griddle and the dial on it? Looks like that to me.
It does.
Yeah.
Or it looks like a Zune.
It does look like a
Zune. It looks more like a Zune.
On top of that, there's so the pricing of this is you have to have a deposit of $100.
Yeah. It's great. It's like a
on
Tesla.
their website. If you buy it from GameStop, the pricing was $250 for all of the colors except for the like galactic purple that was exclusive
it's like $300, right?
Yeah, and it was $300, and that was exclusive to GameStop. This thing is a massive miss for me. I don't know. I don't foresee this selling well, and none of the games they really showed off like okay. I
all
don't
the
know.
games
This
that they
was
showed
weird.
on it were all like, they were just like
They
ported.
did a lot of remakes of some like ported games and some like I guess they like redesigned some older games and things, and it was weird. They had like an NBA or a MLB.
Yeah,
Or
don't be using names now. Baseball.
no, they said they were sponsored by the MLS. Sorry, that's what it
Wow.
was.
Major League
Major
Soccer.
League Soccer. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think they even said MLB as well, Major League Baseball. And these
Jesus.
games looked rough as shit. Like the
Looked
soccer
choppy.
ball like stuck to your foot as you were running and
Yeah.
shit. Like it was weird.
So, basically the device. So there's a couple cool things on it that I thought were cool that
Yeah.
that I wish would translate to other consoles. Do I think this is going to sell? No, this is not going to sell. This is going to end up in Japan somewhere for like in a like a giant cargo ship of containers of Amigos is going to find its way to Japan. It's going to be like in
Or
some
the
weird
Uyas.
underground basement or something, and then people are going to
The
dig it up
Uyas.
20 years later.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
think
the
the
ET game.
device, like the controller, I think it's a neat idea. I mainly like the lighting idea. Like they showed off how like one of the games, like for example, the game's dumb, but basically there's a pearl that comes out of a clam. Okay, and it's like, hey, the Miko controller turns purple to let you know which one's the pearl's going to come out, so then you can point to it or click it. That's kind of
Right.
cool because it lights up purple, and then same with the actual console itself has LEDs around it too that kind of get immersive, which is kind of neat.
They also teamed up with the original developers of the Echo Dolphin game, and they made a new Dolphin game for him. Don't
Big
remember what it was
deal.
called.
Big deal. Echo
Everybody's been
Simulator.
pining
Don't get
for.
harpooned.
uses RFID to speak to the controllers. That's kind of neat. There's a little like charging serial bus on the bottom that it kind of like slides into, which is kind of dumb. If you're gonna do RFID, why not just do wireless charging at that point too for the controllers? But hey, whatever. I'm not making it. You guys are. I'm certainly not making Echo the Dolphin remake. And the screen on them looked really bad. They looked like a really old Motorola cell phone screen. The controls don't look great. This looks like something that you would put like a bottle for a baby in to heat it up.
I'll just look getting my son a Nintendo when he's older.
It
Yeah.
reminds me of like that like kind of knockoff console you'd find at like Kohl's for like
This-
$50.
Without the
Yeah,
controllers in it, I would think this was a foot bath.
A foot massager, maybe.
God
Yeah.
Damn
Uh-huh.
it, Jeff.
You can't unsee it.
I'm
Anyways, it's
looking
got
at
an
it right
integrated
now.
touch screen. It's got motion control. You can do up to 8 players. Another cool thing was like the controller. I don't know what stores the game. I mean, it really seems like the base actually is just lights the fuck up and charges it, and then the controller is actually the most of the actual like guts of it. From what I saw in terms of the processing side of stuff, because the controller is what actually holds the game. So if
Yeah.
you take your controller over to your buddy's house, who, if you're the kids with a
If
Miko
you
on the
happen to
street,
know somebody else that bought
if you're the kids on the street with a Miko,
Those kids are getting their ass beat for having an Amico.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you couldn't get the Nintendo, nerd. Bam! Just sucker punch.
Grandma bought this for little Jimmy at Christmas.
Sweetheart,
Saw
it's
it
the
at
hottest.
Kohl's on clearance.
yeah, there's
It's the
also a
hottest
wood
game
grain
console.
version because
Because why the fuck not?
people wanted to go back to the wood age.
Atari, when they were trying to come back really quick with their classic, do that same thing.
Well, they have the Atari VCS out, and that's a failure too. I mean, it's like
I don't know.
Let's
what they
talk
thought
about
they
that
should
for
do.
a second too. Like this is just, I don't know who pours their money into these things, but investors. Hey, I've got a neat idea that's not old games like this. That there's no way to compete. There's no way to compete with a Microsoft or I mean, the only people that compete on that scale now would be like if Apple came out with something. That's about it.
Right.
Yeah,
And
because
even
people
then,
just
it'd
buy
be-
it because it says Apple.
And
Yeah, but
even
I think
then, it'd
Apple would
still
actually
be
make a
an
decent
uphill
UI.
battle, right?
Yeah, that too.
But yeah, I mean, like there's a glacier white version, a graphite black, a vintage wood grain, a galaxy purple, like the guy said, and a GTO red.
Ooh, GTO Red.
Yeah, really showing the age of the team here.
Right.
Jesus.
You know,
GTO.
GTO.
Everybody's least favorite muscle car.
Brody gets claps for that one.
So this comes out October 10th, 2021.
Sorry to the two GTO fans out there.
I'm not going to buy one, but if I can somehow acquire one for free and do a review of it, I certainly will. And I might just
I got a feeling they aren't going to send us a review copy, so...
Not after hearing this episode, they'll be like, and fuck these dicks.
I might just walk around with this and act like it's a cell phone for a bit.
Hello? I'm on my television.
I got the new Microsoft Zune.
Yeah, it's just so confusing to me. It's like, why did we need this? Like, going to the Atari VCS, right? They didn't ship a controller with the console for the VCS. You bought the VCS and it was like $300 or something. I think it was more than that. It was
which
like
is insane.
$300, and it's a Linux PC essentially, is what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
And
then dumbed down Linux PC.
Yes, a dumbed down Linux PC, and then with a highly bloated UI, and then in terms of how it runs, and then they have a $99 controller you can buy.
Nope, not doing it. I'm not here for it.
So their whole premise, too, just to wrap this up on the Amico, is SAFE is their acronym that they use. So simple. So they're striving for simplicity in everything they create, from our easy touchscreen, disc and motion controls, to our effortless menus and games for all skill levels. Affordable, an Amico system with 2 controllers and 6 installed games. Those games include what look to be
Google games.
A game with dice in it. Somewhat of a Yahtzee, but they couldn't call it Yahtzee.
They had cornhole, though.
Just nothing.
All right, cool.
Oh, shit.
Listen,
so to retail for around $249 at launch, all additional games will be priced between $299 and $999.
For a kid console, that's cool.
Through our free Android and iOS app, mobile devices can also be connected to Amico for up to 8 total players. So you don't even need to really buy controllers for the Amico. You just use your phone, and then hey, you can probably buy a better game on your phone for less than $299. And then Mario family. Every game on Amico encourages group participation and teamwork through couch co-op style gameplay. While also offering single-player modes, we're committed to offering products that parents feel confident about. All of our games have no graphic violence, such blood, bad language, or sexual content, and are rated E or E10+.
Things I want from a game.
We also offer easy-to-use, positive reinforcement parental controls. And then entertainment. We want Amico to be who you turn to on family game night. We offer a diverse, curated library of original titles, retro, party, educational, and table games, so everyone can join in. We also utilize our unique controllers and interactive lighting to create a gaming experience you can't get anywhere else.
Sure.
Fantastic.
You know what my thing is? I'm breeding my son to be a next esports player, okay? I want...
Yeah.
When he can hold a controller, you're playing Quake. Okay, you're getting good at Quake, and then you're going into Halo, and then you're going into Counter-Strike, because that's where the money's at.
He'll be playing Tarkov by the age of 6.
Yeah. So and I can't even play Tarkov.
So do you guys think? How long do you think this lasts? Because in their shop, they're also selling tank tops. Amico tank tops for $34.50.
I assume it's going to be DOA.
Yeah, for a tank top, it's $34.50.
That's not even an entire shirt.
No, the shirt's $35. You 50 cents to get them sleeves.
There will be less people that buy this than GTO fans.
Damn. I see what they're doing, but it's not going to do well. We have Nintendo. Nintendo is that company you turn to let your kids play on. Like, hey, I don't want you to play on Xbox just yet because you can get your hands on, I don't know, Halo and like Crackdown and all that cool shit. Like, I know Crackdown's kind of out there, but whatever.
I mean,
but like, I don't know. It's cool, but I'll just get a Nintendo and play that with my kid.
This is where the retro shit goes too far.
Right.
That's what they're banking on. It's like show the games. Yeah, but nobody fucking cares about it in television. Like if you seriously, I mean, like someone's got to speak up. Like
I wouldn't buy a Coleco. I wouldn't buy a ColecoVision right now. I'd be like, that's stupid.
Right. I mean, unless you're like a huge collector of the old shit, you're not even gonna buy the fucking new shit because it's not the old shit. So you just sit here.
The people who are buying the old shit are gonna buy this.
It's like if you want it, and then the problem with these games
different
too.
markets, and they don't mix.
Yeah, and the problem with these games too is even like the whole company's just gone because even the IP is just like generic stuff. It's like, hey, here's auto racing.
I literally had that moment when I read the schedule and it was like Intellivision. I'm like, boy, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
It's weird to see it.
It is. It's bizarre. I don't know who this is for. I think there's some cool ideas here, sure, but the overall presentation of it, there's a couple unique things in there, right? Like
the family aspect is cool.
Right. Like the family aspect, there's a couple okay things about the controller, but other than that, like the whole package of this thing is ridiculous. I don't understand it.
It's stupid.
Because it's just people who like, I mean, some of these guys did really cool stuff, made some really good games. But
way back when though?
Way back.
Way back.
Like they don't even compare to today.
No.
At all.
They don't compare to 20 years ago.
They don't compare, they don't compete. And they just took something that was like, this is old. I mean, like they could have taken ColecoVision, right? And they could have been like, hey, here you go. Or they could have been like, they could have taken Commodore and been like, hey, we're making a new Commodore and it's going to be a gaming PC.
They're already doing that. They're already doing like an updated like Commodore
type system. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
You know the people who buy this and actually play it?
They don't. It's gonna be the people who are fucking buy it, never open it, dude.
Well, that too, but it's like everyone has their friends like, hey, dude, look what I got the fucking new Intellivision. Let's go set it up on the tube.
It's so bad.
It's like you suck, and I'm not coming over to your house ever again. Yeah, Steven.
Full on hooking it up to a CRV TV.
Yeah, I want to get the old feel. The way it's meant to be played.
Good God.
Get the fuck out of my face. That's stupid. It's gonna flop.
Yeah, there's like a Commodore Mini or something.
I don't even think it's gonna fulfill pre-orders. I think they're gonna have. I think it's gonna just die before it even. I think they're gonna shut it down.
That's what Brody said. He said DOA, and I agree. It's gonna be DOA.
I don't think it arrives.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way it's launching. But then it becomes a collector's item. It doesn't launch. It becomes a collector's item. Everyone's
and the fucking thing goes for like $5,000.
So that
in like 2 years. Jeez.
I love how this is GameStop's too. This clearly was a choice before the new CEO, but it's like, hey, you know what would really make GameStop really just boom? Intellivision.
Nico.
Yeah.
I would actually like to change my tune here because I want to talk this up and get to stop buying up all the Xboxes and PlayStations and buy this fucking thing.
Yo, I heard Halo Infinite's coming.
This thing's cool as shit, man. I mean, Halo Infinite's gonna run at like 120 frames on this motherfucker.
Yeah, I can't wait for Forza Horizon 5 on this thing.
360 frames.
I can't wait for DJ Hero on this, and I can go.
Do you remember that game?
On the little wheel, yes, I do, and it was ridiculous.
That thing was stupid.
Remember like Deadmau5 in it, and you're just like there's three buttons on it, right? And you were just like and then Deadmau5 is like
there was like a hype up mechanic too, because like the connect, so you could be like,
and then you had your level that you could change.
Yeah, you look like a total jerk off just playing this game.
Might move it to like track A and track B and be like,
honey, it's time for bed. I'm playing DJ Hero. You don't get it.
Stop it.
But the crowd's really feeling it.
Moving on, we got a deeper look at Forza Horizon 5. So we got shown off some different mechanics here and different features of the game. So we got Forza Link, which lets you know what you and other people have and have not done yet, and will try to recommend people to complete certain tasks with. Basically a social function within Forza. I think this also, the Forza Link also uses AI to find people that you've been racing around with that you might not necessarily be friends with, but be like, hey, you should add this person. So, AKA recommendations. Then we got arcade mode, things that happen throughout the world, kind of functions like world events in Destiny. So that's kind of neat.
That's what like the pinata thing was. That's one of those.
Yeah, and the bowling pins too. Yeah.
No, the bowling pins were not.
That's was the stadium, right?
That was they're like custom. Nope, it was their custom match things. They specifically addressed that during this. So,
and then in the Q&A portion of it, convertibles will be in the game, and you can open or close the roof in the game. That's cool. I dig that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of showed it in the trailer. There was it was kind of a weird Q&A thing when they literally showed one car like bringing the roof down, but
it was pretty cool.
It was cool.
Neat. There'll be a variety of big cities and small towns in the game. That's awesome. We'll get more news of the final car list when we get closer to launch as well. Apparently, we'll also have drag racing, which is phenomenal.
Yeah,
that's sweet.
I don't know why they didn't have that in.
I can't wait to have a VW bus that goes undefeated in drag races. Let's fucking go.
It's just
smart car for me. There'll be multiple festival sites in the game. The weather changes locally. So, example, you'll have tropical storms or sandstorms that you can drive into after seeing them from other areas of the map. Everybody's doing storms now. It's a big thing. Mm-hmm. And there are animals in the game. So go out there and fucking hit them. And
plowing through animals.
There's different customization options as well. So you might be going in the jungle, all of a sudden, holy shit, there's a jaguar. Just hit that with your fucking jaguar.
Congratulations, they are extinct.
For the customization options, they said they're adding like a shitload of new rims, bunch of different things. They've added like being able to paint your brake calipers, which people have been apparently really wanting. I mean, just odds and ends things here and there. So it seems like they're working on that.
Can we smoke out our headlights too?
Oh, I'm sure.
Dude.
And add chrome accents from Advanced Auto
I was
Parts Style
6.
Can
we black out our emblems?
Did they bring up microtransactions?
What's that?
Did they bring up anything about microtransactions by chance?
They did not.
No. I'm sure it's going to work the same as that before DLC packs.
Pretty similar.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, and then we got Take-Two is there, and they didn't talk about games. They didn't do anything.
It's kind of there.
I
just got yelled at for half an hour.
So yeah,
take a shot every time you hear the word right
or equality.
Right?
Either way, that was the whole panel, and they like tweeted out or something like half hour before this and like, hey, by the way, we don't have any games at the show. I entirely missed it, so I watched pretty much the entire thing. Like, maybe we're gonna get some games at the end of this, and no. So great cause, fantastic, fully support it. I don't think this is the place for it. I think this was a very tone deaf thing to have at E3 when people are pining for games after a year of not getting shit. I understand. Like I know how.
Preach.
I don't know how else to say it. Like,
no, that's the only way to say it.
I fully support their cause. Fantastic, doing great things.
Yeah.
This was not the place. Not the place.
You know what I would have loved to see? Just Cause.
Grand Theft Auto, Just Cause, something.
Anything.
You know what?
Some sort of a game, especially on a day that was very dull. And the two highlights were Forza Horizon 5 and Halo, which we saw yesterday.
Yeah. You know what?
And they were like,
what would you rather do?
30 minutes combined.
I would rather jerk my dad off than watch this ever again.
Jesus Lord. Mm-hmm. There it is. He was so well behaved. He was so well behaved for like a half hour.
And on top of that, I mean, this is not on top of the jerk your dad off comment. But this was a Zoom call. This was not a nice presentation.
It was bad.
This was a shitty Zoom call where people's
It was not only a shitty Zoom call. A man stretched halfway through this panel. A man stretched. He went.
Did he even talk the entire time?
No, he was just there. He just went, he was like me. Why the fuck are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
He stretched. He looked like he was going to fall asleep at one point in time.
He was embarrassed to be there because he was on shit duty that day. And they're like, guess who's being there today? You. Yeah. Oh, my kid's baseball game.
Get your ass in there.
Yeah.
Not anymore. It's
Dave, I don't give a shit if Timmy's got his championship T-ball tournament. You are coming to this panel.
He's really going to resent this.
Basically, everybody in the Zoom just had in the top right corner like a charity or organization, not charity, organization of their choice in the top right. And then everyone just like talked about everybody and just talked about how everything is terrible. And then everyone said right.
And we're all bad guys too. Just so everyone knows.
Yeah, I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person.
Right. Yeah.
I gave my time to watch that, and what I took out of it is I'm a terrible person.
Yeah, when I could have been jerking my dad off.
If they should have done this a different time. its own presentation and been upfront about what it was rather than 30 minutes before the fucking thing. Been like, hey, by the way,
there was no need for this.
Just don't have it. Put a YouTube video about it. And then they'll be like, well, we wanted our voices to be heard. If you watch the YouTube stream, 10,000 people left about 3 minutes in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They didn't want it.
Just nobody there. The chat was shitty
and
as
it's
fuck.
not that people don't want. It's not that people don't want to support the shit that they were saying.
That's not what E3 is about.
It's honestly, a lot of people have heard this already. To be honest with you,
yes.
And people are doing what they need to do. People are being good people, and I just don't think we need to do that at a video game conference.
No.
I would feel like if I was Take-Two Interactive and I had investors and shareholders, I would probably want to show off my games to which are going to make me revenue.
This is something you would see at like, I don't know, CES or Gamescom.
Not even, bro.
Like
this is something not even see at like a fucking college campus.
But that's more of a stage for something like this than E3.
No,
like this is not E3 worthy at all. Like not worthy, but that's not the right word. But this is just weird.
Well, we talked about this before E3 started. We went in our main like pre-E3 show. We said this is the year that E3, which we'll do a big episode, but I'm gonna say it. This is the year that E3 really needed to shine, and they threw a lot of stupid shit in the mix that no one cares about.
Yeah,
today sucked. Like I'm just gonna say that right now. Today fucking sucked.
Yeah, I mean even like the PC gaming show threw in some of that stuff that Take-Two threw in.
And we talked about that
did.
Too
Remember
after
Verizon?
The fact,
Verizon did the same shit.
Yeah.
Stupid.
The Future
like,
Game
I'm down
Show
for
was
women in gaming, but I mean, good God.
The Future Game Show was significantly better than the PC Gaming Show. Like all of these shows that needed to shine this year fucking dropped the ball, except for Microsoft. And honestly, I think Ubisoft was
Ubi
too.
Ubi
like,
did a good
everything
job
else has been shit.
Yeah, but Ubi did an okay job. They still don't have like massive games.
But that's good for Ubisoft. Okay for Ubisoft is pretty fucking good.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, what Brody said. Them
when
doing
I think the only reason why it
shows up here.
I think the only reason it was okay was because people literally could not be in a theater, and so you couldn't have someone just swear all the time, like every 2 seconds.
Yeah. When you're surrounded by shit, it's real easy to look real fucking good, though. I mean, and they did it.
You could ignore it. You could ignore the fucking noise.
No.
All they had to do was put out a halfway decent conference this year, and that was good enough to make them look fucking amazing this year. And that's exactly what they did.
What did other people do too, right? We got to look at a game that they've already fucked up and hasn't even been released, and then they're also going to release Avatar. Ooh.
All day with you, E3. All
day.
Avatar.
So yeah, this was a major fucking miss. I appreciate the cause, but this was a major fucking miss.
Speaking of a miss, gotta look at something called Mythical Blanco's Block Party.
Blancos, man.
Blancos. Oh, I guess it's not a white block party. My apologies. That is my French coming out when there's Spanish.
It is Blancos, not Blancos.
Boy, oh boy. It is not a white block party.
You don't want to get to
that. So
this
is a virtual vinyl collector's game. This borrows the ideas from Roblox, Fall Guys, and Funko. You can upgrade and build out your vinyl to make them more valuable in-game and eventually actually sell them. So it's a leisure economy game, and this uses NFTs and blockchains for your transactions. Guest artists are to design special runs of characters, and also fashion brands are on board, starting with Burberry. Currently, this is an early access and released later this year. It'll be free to play. Deadmau5 is in this. There's going to be a Deadmau5 Blanco. This is fucking dumb. So first
absolutely stupid. I collect NFTs, Funkos, and this was stupid as shit.
NFTs. I get the purpose for NFTs. NFTs are to preserve the work of an artist, or musician, and they get a kickback on some stuff, and it follows it through the blockchain, and they continue to get kickbacks. Cool. This is dumb because you're just playing. There's literally, the game looks awful.
It looks terrible.
I enjoy the artist. That's cool. Guess what, though? The artist isn't actually making the fucking Blanko. The artist is going to sketch out a fucking Blanko, and then the real artist is going to be the 3D fucking artist, and the texturer on the development team at Mythical, who's then actually going to fucking be the artist creating the actual thing.
Not here
the
for
artist did a fantastic job on the actual art that was going into this game.
Physical
and then when it
stuff, yes.
Yeah, and then it was put into the game and it looked like shit.
Correct.
And on top of that, my favorite comment about this was from Deadmau5, where he's like, "Yeah, it's cool to be able to sell these for $10,000." First off, that's never gonna fucking happen because nobody's gonna buy into this game.
I guarantee.
And second off, what he said immediately after that, he's like, "But the coolest part was seeing these vinyls in the game." Absolutely fuck right off. Like, that is not, no. If I could make $10,000 by playing this fucking game, I'd do it. But you're not going to make shit. You're not going to make shit.
I guarantee, because we are in the age of hype beast, you make a stupid Blanko or Blanco, whatever it is.
It's Blanko. That's my bad.
Blanko. And you slap the word, say Supreme hops into this.
Jesus Christ.
You do a Deadmau5 Supreme.
Here's
Blanko,
the problem,
Blanko.
bro. That people haven't caught on with NFTs. NFTs, who's running most of the fucking NFTs right now? Rich fucking people.
Yeah.
It's not a liberation and distribution of wealth. It's just rich. Deadmau5 is fucking rich.
Have you seen his house?
Yes, I worked right near his fucking house in Milton, Ontario.
Dude,
his fucking house is huge. No, we're not going to say the story about the drone. We're not going to tell the story about the drone. Off air, we'll talk about the drone thing.
Oh god!
The thing with NFTs is that it's all rich people doing the fucking NFTs, setting up the platform for the fucking NFTs, and they're like, it's decentralized. You're still making an assload of fucking money off these because you've
centralized under you now.
Employed a dev team to build this. Okay, a dev team got funding for this. Now you as a celebrity have come in. You're fucking probably getting paid to even just talk about it. At the end of the video, I don't know if anyone noticed, he didn't even fucking know when his Blanko was gonna be in the fucking game. He went, "Oh, this summer? Oh wow, end of summer. Wow, geez, end of summer. That's cool.
It was cringy as shit the entire time."
But it's like, It's just people trying to make money off of fucking hype stuff, and it's like blockchain's serious. NFT makes it seem a lot less fucking serious in this manner.
Yeah, it does.
Why not just put Funkos on the fucking blockchain? Put a serial key to them. Put a token to the fucking Funko Pop that you own.
Because these aren't Funkos, they're Blankos.
Fucking retarded.
Again, you slap the word Supreme on it, and they endorse it. I think you'll be able to sell it.
Yeah, this is going to be
and
great. I can't wait for fucking, who's not Deadmau5 next? Katy Perry. Katy Perry's going to be in this fucking thing. They're going to be selling a Blanko of Katy Perry or something like that.
When do you start seeing physical versions of these at Target? I guarantee it'll happen.
Oh, it'll definitely.
It'll definitely happen. That's the whole point.
Watching
they're
initial
doing the Toys to Life
video
bullshit
at the beginning,
with
I thought
NFTs.
you could buy them. Physically, and then halfway. No,
it would have been cool.
Yeah, I understand. That's what I said. I said at the beginning of it, I thought you could buy them physically, and then they're like, no, because at that point, it's essentially an amiibo, right? Like you.
Yeah, it's a Games to Life. Yeah, Toys to Life.
Right, but that's not what this is. No. Instead, they created virtual vinyl characters.
You know what would have been amazing?
Stupid all the way around.
You know what would have been amazing and would have probably made more money? Creating the physical versions of this, putting serial keys to them so that they actually have a fucking blockchain. So they have a token basically to them that can go on the blockchain. So then you can trade them with the value. And then you could also just use AR on your fucking mobile phone, scan the fucking thing into a game, and there you go. Instead, it's going to be a waste of time.
NFC tags in their fucking feet.
You could download this right now.
Yeah.
You could download the launcher for this right now.
You can download the launcher for Blankos right now?
I'm not doing it. Jeff will. Jeff, you have to review this. I'm sorry, dude.
Fuck.
Yeah, sorry. I mean...
I'm not doing it, Jeff. I'm not even on the diggity show.
You didn't know it, but you drew the fucking short straw here.
I mean, I'll do a review, but it's going to shit down the throat of these Blankos.
That's fine.
If you get in early enough, maybe you can get a rare
Much
one
like their name,
for $10,000.
This game leaves me feeling blank.
Blanc.
Jeff James, Kotaku.
God. Yeah.
Capitalism.
They're making a game with NFT and stuff because of capitalism.
Stop it.
They're making a game where you just buy digital things that you can't fucking own. Oh, wait, no, they're all NFT'd. Okay, cool. I'm still buying something I physically can't fucking hold. Then we got to look at the Indie Showcase. Got to look at Life Slide.
PC Gaming Part 2.
Yeah, so we'll go through these quick. Got to look at Life Slide, which is developed by Dream Tech. This you get to fly paper airplanes. It's coming August 6th. Go get it. Falling Frontiers. This is developed by Hooded Horse. Great name. This is an RTX space game. Alliance of the Sacred Sons, or Sacred Sons. This is developed by Hooded Horse as well. We're not sure what this is. Then we got Terra Invicta. This is developed by Hooded Horse again. This is a giant space strategy. Fallen Aces. New Blood Studios. 1920
everybody
Mobster.
in the stream was fucking hard on for.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
1920
And
mobster
by
cell shaded
everybody in
beat
the
'em up
stream, I
shooter.
mean the people that are being paid by E3 to be there.
Yeah, for
Put me
sure.
in that stream, baby. How much you giving me?
There's Larcenauts from Impulse
I don't think
Gear.
we'll ever
It's
get
a
hired
VR
for that,
shooter
bud.
for Oculus and Steam VR. It's coming summer 2021. We got Toy Soldiers Remastered. That's the biggest one probably out of all of this.
That's cool.
Coming August 2021 to PS4, Xbox One, Steam, and Switch. Congrats. Not to the newest gen. Also, the remaster didn't look that great.
No, it looked bad still.
Very rough. Looked not like it wasn't
PS3
remastered.
360 at best.
Then we got to look at Moolander. I thought this was kind of neat. This is developed by the Sixth Hammer. It's a side-scrolling space shoot 'em up. This is releasing on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch in spring 2022. Got to look at Bark Bio Interstellar Arc. This is from TikTok Games, not to be confused by that Chinese spyware. It's a side-scrolling shoot 'em up where you play as pets in space. Then we got to look at Tunguska, the Visitation from Rotorus Workshop. It's an asymmetric shooter coming to Steam, but no release date. Nico Ghost Jump from Burgos Games is a platforming game where you can adjust the perspective and play as a cat. Big fan of cats. This is coming soon to Xbox One, PS4, Switch, and Steam. And then we got to look at Extra Galactica. This is from Digital Yogurt, incredible name, and Ghost Street Games. It's a mixture of many different gameplay types, such as side-scrolling platformer and vertical shoot-'em-ups. It's available now in early access on Steam. We got a little look into Freedom Games. Do we?
Not even gonna talk about the Indie Showcase. Just move on.
There's something really to go at.
Can we move on?
I was gonna make a slight comment about how we'll never be invited to something like this because
Fuck it. This seems to be dead, anyways.
They had the people at the end choose 3 games that were their favorites, and I couldn't fucking choose one. So.
Oh, that's okay, because somebody probably chose it for them, so it's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Half-Life 3.
when your opinion can be bought, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there was one. Now that I see the list and I recall the one lonely outpost, which is basically like a space Stardew Valley. That's kind of neat. That's coming to Steam early access in 2022. So I guess move on. Well, I guess okay. Then we got a look at Ven. Jesus Christ. It's an origin story with Hector Rodriguez.
Did you even talk about the Freedom Games? You just skip past it?
Yeah, I skipped past it.
Okay.
Do we want to talk?
Actually a couple.
Okay, fine. Freedom Games. All right. So there's Dreamscaper.
I mean,
is out of early access.
The Indie Showcase, and that was worse than Freedom Games. So.
All right. It's out of early access on August 12th. Airborne Kingdom. You can create a literal flying kingdom. Congrats. And it's coming to consoles in 2021. You gotta look at Coromon. It's a Pokemon clone. It's available in the first quarter of 2022 for PC and Switch. Cat Cafe Manager, which I'm sure the wife will probably download and play. You're a manager of Cat Cafe.
My fiance.
You eat cats. This is coming to Steam and Switch in Q2 of 2022.
My fiance actually, at her work, she has to deliver cats to a cat cafe, and she really wants to open one up. And I said, no, not doing that. It's a nightmare. Sounds like a nightmare.
I mean, yeah, I don't know who would eat cat, but to the rescue, you work in a dog shelter, and it's releasing on Steam and Switch in Q4 of 2021. Now we got to look at Slaughter League, which is a violent total wipeout / Ninja Warrior game. This is coming Q2 of 2022. Dark Deity, or DT, or Deity, or whatever you pronounce it. Whatever.
Deity.
Dark.
I like Deity.
I'm gonna hit Deity. Who gives a shit? Dark Deity. Old school Final Fantasy game. Tomorrow the game will be an extended trailer with a release date, and the announcement's at 3:18 Pacific. Noted.
Cool.
3:18.
There's no conference going on during that, so I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
but I totally meant Fire Emblem, and I typed Final Fantasy when I was in a just complete brain stupor from today. Sorry.
We're all in a brain stupor from everything that's happened.
Yeah, no worries. Then, like I said, One Lonely Outpost. This is like a space Stardew Valley. It's pretty neat. This is coming to Steam Early Access in 2022. You got the Sands of Aura, which is an asymmetric dungeon crawler. No release date announced on this one. And you got Tower Rush, typical tower defense game, launching on Steam. Love the notes in 2022. And last one, can't pronounce it. Anucard or Anuchard or what is it?
Yeah, sure.
Anuchard. Dungeon crawler. It's coming Q1 2022. Moving on.
Hang on. I do want to.
Oh boy.
Just briefly, the Dark Deity looked really cool from a Fire Emblem fan. That looked really neat, and I would probably check that out. And
do you not have enough JRPGs?
No.
Yeah, you do, Brody.
Eat shit, Nick.
No, dude, listen, I don't have a problem with JRPG. The rest of my podcast are a bunch of buttholes, yes.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
they're cool. JRPGs are cool.
Yeah.
I'm not a big JRPG guy, but like
as far as like a Fire Emblem, like
eat shit, Nick.
A dollar store Fire Emblem game, this looked kind of neat, and Slaughter League looked okay. But other than that, I don't have anything
high
else
praise.
I mean,
dollar store Fire Emblem.
It's not. It was not
at
a
least
complete
give it the blue light
it's a
special.
Knockoff.
Kmart.
Yeah, great value. What do you want from me? Okay?
Great value.
It looked like a decent Fire Emblem clone. Fair enough. I don't know about this whole 318 thing, but anyway.
Well, moving on and taking more of people's
spend time on
lives.
these notes, God damn it, read them.
Moving on and taking more seconds out of people's lives that they'll never get back. We got to look at Ven.
Cool.
This is an origin story with Hector Rodriguez. It's a very deep interview about 100 Thieves and Nadeshot. Great. Go get it.
I didn't
love it.
I started to watch it,
those guys that stand with dark backgrounds going.
Yeah.
Are they all douchey?
It sure seems that way.
Like FaZe Clan, all douchebags. Fight me. I don't care. I'll box you all. Oh
no, they're coming out from everywhere.
It seems like from the stream, I watched a little bit of it. They seem like they're trying to be edgy, and it's shitty. It just comes off as fucking stupid.
Well, it's because Drake invested in 100 Thieves, right? I'm gonna make something called 99 Degrees.
Yeah, but I watched a bit of this, and then I muted it and went to a different tab and watched the Future Game Store,
100
Future Game Show, and then I came back to it and it was still going, and I was absolutely shocked because it was like an hour and a half. It was
that's because Nadeshot fucking loves himself.
Yeah, clearly
he's a douche.
Yes,
Nick said it. I didn't. 100 Thieves.
I agreed.
100. Keep it 100.
You know what? I'm tapping tag team match, and I love you, Jeff, but I prefer you be the manager.
Hold the fuck on. We joust here. We don't wrestle.
No, we're not wrestling. It's me and Brody bare
That's
knuckle
not wrestling.
with 100 Thieves. We're not wrestling. But you fight as many of the 100 Thieves as you can.
Well, there's 100 of them, dude. Can you do that?
I think me and Brody got this. Jeff.
Yeah, I think we got it.
Jeff will be the secret weapon. You launch Jeff in, and he just takes.
I'll bring in my team. I'll bring in my team called the 100 Cheese, and we all come in
bunch
and
of people from Wisconsin.
Yeah, a bunch of people from Wisconsin.
Well, Jeff's
just 100 individuals from Wisconsin, and we just beat the shit out of these kids from LA. They don't stand a chance, dude.
Hey, Nadeshot.
Their arms are like
Chicago,
noodles when they throw a punch in LA.
He's been raised by the fucking streets.
They've been raised on oat milk. They stand no chance. These people have kidney stones from the ages of 4, bro, from all the cheese they eat. They don't give a shit.
That's like looking at Matt Grant and going, he's from Detroit. No, he's not. And you know his blonde, tall ass is not from Detroit.
Detroit. Okay, Nick, you know what's going to piss you off? My grandmother. She says,
"What about it?
Detroit."
Why?
Right? Why? Why'd she do that?
She's a sweet lady, I'm sure.
Would you like for me to read the Capcom stuff? Because I know you don't give a shit.
No, I like this.
Okay.
I like the Capcom.
I'm excited for Resident Evil stuff.
Jesus, come on. Let's don't give a shit about Resident Evil. Resident Evil Village was shown off. I'm just kidding. A special thank you from the producer, Toshiyoshi Kanda. Resident Evil Reverse goes live next month and will be free for everyone who has bought Village. That's really cool. I really did that a lot. Yeah. They're also working on additional DLC for Village, so good for them. That's great.
For Village, super great game. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with the DLC for this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought they were gonna wait for anything else for 9. So that's pretty cool. They're doing this DLC. I wonder if it's gonna be more of the like DLC for like mercenaries and all that shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Mercenaries is like the arcade version. I don't know if you guys played the new Resident Evil.
No, I did not.
Jeff doesn't like to be spooked.
No, it's too spoopy for me, dude. I'm not in on that.
Spoopy.
Boner alert. We gotta look at new Monster Hunter stuff. So Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wing of Ruin. So we got yet another trailer for the game, setting up the beginning portion of the story. We got the free update, number 1. I'll look at that. A new monster. Or a new monster.
No, it's a monsty, Jeff. God damn it.
God damn you.
Right. Fuck.
The Palamute from Rise will be available on July 15th, 6 days after launch. And a trial version of the game will be available starting June 25th. Save data will transfer to the full game. Unless you're on a Switch, in which case it'll probably brick. Monster Hunter Rise was showed off. The Capcom collab number 1.
You just have to use the touchscreen to get by it.
Again, where you can earn Monster Hunter Stories Palico layered armor from completing the event quest. Update 3.1 is coming June 24th. It includes event quests like the Almudron Fashion Victim, Fooled in the Flooded Forest, Rampage, Muddy Gras. Not to be confused with Mardi Gras. I see what you did there. Clever girl. Heart of the Hero and Icy Blade So Bright.
Is no one going to talk about the Jurassic Park reference he just did?
Oh, yeah. No,
I'm so happy you did that.
You're welcome.
When you gotta go, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Then we got to look at the event quest rewards. Black leather legs armor.
Hot.
Yep.
Hot.
Yep. Doing some hot girl shit out there on Monster Hunter now.
Too hot for this stream.
The play possum gesture. Basically, you just die and you look dead.
Play dead.
So did Dark Souls.
Yeah. The Shadow Shades armor and the Festival sticker set. The paid DLC brings with it the usual Hunter voices, Palico armor, gestures, and such. And the Capcom collab number 2 and version 3.2 are coming at the end of July. Capcom collab number 3 and version 3.3 are coming in August. Then the Capcom stuff continued with a look at the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. So 2 games that were previously only available in Japan will not be coming. We'll get prequels to the Phoenix Wright series.
No, this is 2 games that were previously only available in Japan.
I know. 2 games that were previously only in Japan will not be coming to the Chronicle series.
No, that is what the Chronicle series is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they're coming now. We can play them here.
Oh, you said they were not coming.
Oh, no, I said, maybe I'm sorry if I blurred that. They're coming because you used to be able to play them in Japan, but now you can play them here.
I was so confused. I'm like, how'd you get that out of the sentence?
Yeah. So these were prequels to the Phoenix Wright series. These will be releasing on July 27th for PS4, Switch, and Steam. They went on to show 5 minutes of gameplay of a visual novel. Congrats. Cool. Then we got to look at Capcom Esports. Sure, we're going to see a lot of esports stuff coming out in the next couple months, seeing as, we're hopefully getting back to everyone's sitting there with swamp ass in Florida watching, Overwatch League. What, Nick? Is it not accurate?
That's just being in Florida. That's kind of implied,
that's swamp ass, dude. People have that all day. They wake up with swamp ass all day.
I can confirm. I was
all day with swamp
there
ass.
A week ago.
So you can sign up to fight in the Capcom World Tour for Street Fighter V. A series of tournaments has a prize of $5,000 for each one. Not a lot of money. There are 32 events spanning across 19 different territories in hopes to make it to the finals. The Capcom Cup. They talked about a few other shows, including No Neutral, Sets, and Street Fighter League. The Intel World Open is happening right now. If you didn't know, I didn't. And there are special in-game items for those who log into the game during the event. The North America Midwest 1 qualifier is streaming from June 19th to June 20th, starting at 3 p.m. Pacific. Go Indiana.
Woo.
Corn-fed, baby. And that was the Capcom stuff.
Resident Evil.
Not a lot.
Good Monster Hunter stuff in there.
Yeah, there's some decent Monster Hunter stuff in there. I mean,
Did the Monster Hunter Chub Club, do they like that?
I don't know. I thoroughly enjoy Monster Hunter, but I don't follow the fan base all that much. So, no, I mean, usually they get pretty stoked about anything and free content updates. So, I mean, this is great. It's cool to see the game supported and see all these free updates coming, and it's cool. And then, of course, it brings paid DLC that I don't really care about. So,
I can't wait to play this on my Amico.
Well,
yeah, I'll be playing on
that
my
might be a
Amico.
little tricky with the 4 input options that it gives you, but I'm sure
If you put 1,000 Amigos together, you can play Doom on it.
Yeah, but will it run Crisis?
Yeah, out of the
No.
box, dude.
Nothing will run Crisis because they're remastering those too. I don't know if you guys saw that. So good luck trying to play those games again.
Yeah, no shit.
Good God. Then we had Razer at this today as well, showing off some of their stuff and doing what was kind of like a really weird, like trying
It was
to be
aggressive.
Apple
It was
keynote,
very
and
aggressive.
yelling at
Buy
me.
our shit. Buy our shit.
Yelled Ultra.
And this is another
a lot.
one. If you drank every time he said Ultra, you would have alcohol poisoning and potentially be dead.
Yeah.
Or Ultimate. Ultimate was another one that was said quite often during the show. And this was the most confident motherfucker I have ever seen on E3 stage. Besides that dude that does he created the It Takes Two and whatever.
Yeah, but he's funny.
He's funny. This
He's
guy was
great.
not
Funny
funny.
because he's French.
No,
know if
because
that
he
was
swears
why.
and he doesn't give a shit. This guy up there was trying to be like fucking Steve Jobs on like fucking.
Yeah, but he was trying to be
Speed.
like edgy Steve
of
Jobs.
RBG.
Like
RGB.
he was trying to be like, it's the best in the entire world.
Yeah, you know
And
what
you're
was
like,
great
I
about
get
it too?
I fucking get
The
it.
entire
Whatever.
stream was in like fucking 360p. That's what I enjoyed about their fucking
Love
stream
it
too.
because they're streaming from a Razer.
And
cam.
on top of that, Razer is
Nick,
typically
just shit.
overpriced, and people don't thoroughly enjoy their products. So I don't understand all of this. Like it was
Nick,
What?
they streamed from a fucking Razer webcam. Oh my god.
fair.
Oof. All right,
Fair
well,
enough.
we got to look at the Razer Blade 14, which is a thin 14-inch laptop. It includes an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 GPU, an AMD Ryzen 9 5900HX CPU, a 1440p screen with either 144 Hz or 165 Hz refresh rate, with a 1 terabyte SSD, 16 gigs of RAM, and it's going to cost you a whopping $2,800.
Pretty
The
pricey for a
cheaper
laptop.
version that has a 3060 GPU and 1080p screen comes in at $1,800, and another version with an RTX 3070 for $2,200. It's all US, by the way. These are available for pre-order now. 14 inches.
Lot to
Fuck
take,
that.
Cotton.
Or you could go get, I'm not going to say it.
Say it.
The Baldo?
Do it.
You could wait another year and probably get a MacBook Pro with the M1 chip in it and fucking get pretty close to this fucking shit.
I was thinking Baldo. You said MacBook. Same page almost.
Would there be games for it? I don't know.
On the Baldo?
But do you also want to be the guy with the Razer laptop?
What fucks more, Apple or Baldo?
No, Apple. Completely.
There's touch. Can you imagine if they had a touchscreen Baldo?
Yeah,
the
dude, it's
camera
coming
looking
to
up-
the-
looking-
fuck-
look-
dude,
look-
that's coming to the Amico.
Yeah, well, I'm saying the camera looks up at you as you're going,
There's probably a keynote for that tomorrow.
Baldo keynote.
Following up the tree.
A Baldo
Yes.
keynote.
Yes.
Oh shit! The Baldo is for fun of all ages, family friendly. We got the Razer Raptor 27. This is a 165 hertz screen. It has THX certification for tone, color, and image quality. If you don't remember what THX is, that's when you're in the movie theater and they try to make you go fucking deaf before you watched any movie.
That was a sound I hadn't heard in so long.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, that's the company.
Mm-hmm. I mean, most people are about Dolby now, right? Dolby Atmos, all that
absolutely.
shit.
Absolutely.
It's got a 2560 by 1440 QHD screen. Now you need a new VESA adapter to mount the monitor. The Raptor 27 will come out in Q3 2021 and will cost $800. The VESA mount adapter will cost $100.
They pulled an Apple, but it's significantly cheaper for the adapter.
Significantly cheaper.
$900 to get the entire kit. Because a lot of people are switching over to mounting their monitors now.
Yeah.
For a better, system on your desk.
Like on their wall or like on the arms?
Yes, but arms.
You can buy that shit from Amazon for like $30.
Yeah, I bought this one. This is a Vivo fucking arm thing, and I got it for $25 on Amazon.
Yeah,
well,
I'm considering Dell 4K monitors. My monitors, but I just haven't yet.
Yeah,
I'm telling you right now, this could be a specialized VESA mount for this monitor. It is. That's where they're gonna get you. Yeah.
And somebody will mimic it because it doesn't take much to buy the monitor and then figure out the bolt pattern. It's not real fucking hard. It's pretty easy, actually.
You could make your own if you fucking.
Yeah. If I bought the damn thing, I could measure the fucking distance between the holes and make a mount in like an hour, maybe.
That's some Indiana shit right there.
Fuck yeah, man.
That's some Midwest shit. It's called junkyard.
Right by trade, baby. Let's go.
That's some Midwest Southern shit.
Let's go.
That's Indiana, Midwest South, baby.
Instead of paying $100, I can make it for like fucking $4. Eat shit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Eat my shit.
And I could stick one of those shitty. I could stick one of those shitty puck lights from the dollar store on the back of it to give me RGB.
Yeah.
You know,
I could. The mount I would make would probably be nicer too. I'm just throwing that out there.
Ooh. You heard it here first, folks. Brody is challenging.
Oh, I absolutely would challenge Razer to making a nicer mount for this. 100%.
Does your mount have RGB in the mount? I don't think
I'll
so.
I'll put fucking dimes on that mount, baby.
It's a gamer mount.
Bro, I'll fucking glue macaroni and shit to mine.
There's no art. There's no RGB on the fucking mount. I didn't.
Whole back of my monitor's gonna be macaroni art.
We're gonna put it right on the fridge,
right on the border. Little macaronis.
Right on the fridge, baby.
Then we got to look at the Razer USB-C GAN charger. This is a very small 130 watt charger. It has 2 USB-C ports and 2 USB-A ports. Costs $180, or you can just go to your gas station.
Or you can buy something from fucking Anchor.
You don't need this shit.
Anchor.
Fuck that.
Preach. Brody and I
fucking love Anchor.
Preach Anchor. All day, all long.
This is insane. $180 for a charger.
Stupid.
Absolutely out of your mind.
Fucking ultra. Don't.
Oh, well, now that you say ultra, it makes me want to pay $180 to charge my phone.
Don't diss this. Let me share my screen.
This is insane.
Let me share my fucking screen. The cat's freaking out. Why is the cat freaking out? What the fuck is going on here?
Because he knows you bought a $180
charger. Jeez.
Oh my god. The cat's trying to knock down my fucking door right now. I hate it. Stop. I know you can't understand, but stop. God.
Double pleasure, you know.
Oh, look at this fucking thing, bro.
Vibrating Baldo. I don't know.
You don't think
Baldo was the most interesting part about this entire fucking day.
And they weren't even there.
They weren't even there.
We just want a ball.
You don't think this charger's sweet? Look at this. It's only got
$180. It's not.
Its product page is only one. It's out of stock, and its product page is only one page. That's it. There's nothing else
you
to
can literally you can get a charger that looks just like that anywhere else without the stupid Razer snakes.
$130 or $180 for this. That's insane.
Yeah, look at that.
Absolutely insane.
Incognito mode with a Baldo price.
Neat that is. I could charge your Baldo pretty quick, boys.
It's really not.
That'll put some pep in your Baldo.
I don't think the Baldo has RGB that it needs to charge. If it did, though,
Dude, mine does.
What I'm saying,
the Baldo Amico.
You know how many people are probably going to Google Baldo because they have no clue what we're even talking about?
Yeah, that's fine. Let them learn.
I'm looking it up right now. I'm trying to see. Oh,
I want a sponsorship, Baldo.
It's on Indiegogo.
Hear me.
All right,
the
Jeff,
Baldo's on Indiegogo?
Yeah, I know it's going to pick up, but I have to send this right here because we can't show it on stream.
Well, then why did you send it? Because now it's on screen. I'm just kidding. I wanted to freak you out. It's okay. What is this?
Oh, I said I would jerk my dad off. I'm not freaked out. Dude, we could get a media kit.
From Baldo?
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Podcast sponsorship win?
Let's use that for OBO.
Okay.
Yeah, that's more of an OBO thing for sure.
OBO sponsored by Baldo.
$70 for a Baldo for the standard Baldo.
Go ahead and finish up
beyond the Baldo note. I mean, we've given these people so much free publicity at this point. It's ridiculous. We got to look at Project Hazel
for no reason,
which is a mask. It's originally it was just like a joke, I think, on Twitter, and then people were like, "Oh my god, I'd totally buy this," because these are the same people that can't wipe their own ass. Also, it's an RGB mask. It features N95 filters in it. It's got active ventilation, auto sterilization function by way of a UV lit charging case. Clear, transparent front. It's got low light mode that lights up your mouth hole, so you can, so then I can really see that you actually are talking, and I am actively trying to fucking zone you out as a human being. It's got voice amp technology, so it's got a built-in amplifier and a mic in it. So if you're gonna wear this out in public and look like a fucking idiot, I can hear you even louder. It's got a silicone airtight seal, adjustable ear loops for custom fit, and Razer Chroma RGB on it. So hey, there you go. Isn't that neat?
You know the best part about wearing masks in public right now? No one can see me call everybody a fucking idiot. So this defeats the purpose of me having to wear a mask. That's my thing. And they were late to the party because now we're okay. Kinda, sorta.
We're coming out of this, and they're like, "Hey, by the way, we're gonna release this fucking RGB mask that makes you look like you're from the fucking Division, but add in a little bit of like
Watch Dogs.
Looks like you went to a fucking rave.
What? Yeah, it's like the Division, but you also never left your basement type shit. Like it's a weird. Yeah.
Here's my thing about Razer. There's not much difference between Razer and the As Seen on TV store.
Absolutely not.
No. The only thing I have from Razer anymore, I had bought some shit when I first got my PC because it was cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But I have the Razer Naga Trinity. Razer Naga Trinity that I bought, but that's because it has the like 19 buttons on the fucking side, and I can change out the side of it, and that way I don't always have to have way too many buttons on the side if I'm not playing an MMO. That's the only thing I actually recommend from them. Other than that, this whole fucking keynote was terrible, cringy, and the guy that was up there presenting was just way too intense and way too confident in what he had to show, even though nobody gives a shit, and their laptop was way over fucking priced.
Might I add that the 14-inch laptop is the thinnest gaming laptop, evidently. Yeah. Not thin enough, though, to slit your throat from not having to watch this presentation.
Are you guys ready for Nick's Conspiracy Corner?
Oh,
it
yeah,
was.
please.
It's called the Razer Blade, but unfortunately, it doesn't actually function as a blade.
Yeah.
No, it does not. All right, here's Nick's Conspiracy Corner.
Please.
Since we're a crossover podcast now, not permanently. Who knows?
See, as we don't know what we are anymore.
We don't. We're so lost. Okay.
We'll figure it out next week.
Razer has a secret strand of the COVID-19.
Uh-huh.
And that's why they're pumping these out now, because they're going to dump more COVID into the atmosphere.
And the only way that it can win is with the Chroma RGB. The Chroma RGB deflects the COVID.
Well, the RGB scares COVID. COVID sees that and goes, too much party for me, man. And they go away. This is not discotheque anymore.
Does COVID have a Romanian accent?
Everything does with Nick.
A bit of an Eastern European mix.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah,
That's Nick's
I mean,
conspiracy
I just watched that new Disney movie, the Raya and the Last Dragon thing, and like they have those crystals that reflect the Droon, I think is what they were called.
Yeah.
So it kind of works like that. The RGB, that very intense,
Is that a good
multicolored shit show. It was actually very good. That multicolored shit show reflects COVID. So obviously,
this has been another segment of Nick's Conspiracy Corner. Get your Razer mask or you're gonna get COVID. Let's keep going.
There's nothing else.
You're not gonna get COVID if you don't buy this mask. I promise you won't. So,
well, don't promise that.
I don't think
COVID actually comes pre-installed on this mask.
God, you'd be a lawyer's nightmare.
Can you? Yes, I would be. Can you guys imagine if after this episode hits, COVID is just running rampant again? I'd be like, this episode needs to get wiped. Like I'm putting my hard drives
Nick
into the
knows
microwave.
too much.
I'd flee to Romania. I'd be like, nope, not catching me.
Romania is the last place I would go with a fucking pandemic.
So true,
Are you kidding me, bro? You'd show up. If you show up with a fucking mask in Romania, dude, even Poland, okay? They think you came from like fucking Mars.
Those gypsies would be like,
oh my God,
we
the
got something
gypsies.
Cool.
Oh,
Hey,
the
you want the
gypsies.
bottle of Coke? And they jaw jack you for that thing. They
Absolutely.
right
And then they go have some crazy outlandish wedding where they're all wearing them and they're all lit up. And
All
shit.
right, so
where they steal the bride.
Yes.
in
Yes.
WASD diggity tradition here, how do we rate today?
Report card.
Give it a fucking grade for this semester.
All right,
goddammit.
my dude. Razer gets an F.
Yeah.
Capcom.
Yeah,
Up for the entire day.
Capcom
Yeah,
gets a C plus. Ven
Yep.
didn't even fucking show up to class. Mythical F. Mainly Blancos. I think the Mythical team is kind of neat, but the Blancos stuff's dumb. Take Two. They get a participation award because they were there, but they didn't fucking do anything. The Forza team.
Being there is kind of they essentially set up their webcam to videotape them while when they aren't actually in the class, and that's what they played while they were there.
Okay,
Charles
F.
in
Knowing
accounting
this now,
said a
F.
bad word. Okay, Charles said a bad word and he touched somebody inappropriately, and that's why this happened.
I
Nick's
feel like
conspiracy
at
corner
Take Two,
comes
it
back.
was more than just Charles.
I think it was the guy that was stretching that did it. Forza Horizon 5, the Forza team. I think that's
why
probably
he was
like
there.
a B plus. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
They showed off the arcade stuff. I mean, they got convertibles in the game. That's neat. In television, D. Verizon was in the wrong fucking class. Showed up to the wrong class, bro. Halo multiplayer. I give that a B plus. That's kind of cool. Taking a different direction with the battle pass stuff. So that's my grading of it, Brody.
Yeah, I'm pretty much going to agree across the board here. Halo was probably a B plus, even maybe venturing into A minus. I was very happy with what I saw from that, even though it was very short. Verizon again. Fucking, you're a goddamn freshman showing up to a senior class. I don't know what's going on here.
They were on their phone.
In television, you're a goddamn middle schooler that went to the wrong goddamn campus. Forza Horizon 5, I'm going to give them a B plus to an A minus as well. I was pretty happy with that. Take Two.
Take Two, man.
Thanks for showing up, I guess. Participation award, since we give those out now. Mythical. This was a fucking F minus, if that's possible. Indie Showcase. Congratulations on your D.
Oh shit! I missed Indie Showcase.
Freedom
C.
Games. You gave
Just threw it out there.
Indie Showcase a C. Jesus Christ!
Let him pass.
The grader got fucking drunk. Freedom Games. I'm gonna give you a D plus. There was a couple things that was okay there, and you turned in a project, so you at least didn't fail. Ven. You got up for a 3-minute presentation and you showed an hour and a half. You
pretty
failed
much
just for going past your
like,
time.
Showed his cock to the class, and then essentially it was just like
you got
very
up there.
schmeckle.
We wanted you to give a presentation, and you pulled your dick out, and so fucking I guess a
look.
F,
I'm like the
F,
Take Two
F.
guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Capcom, I'll give a C plus. There wasn't really anything new here that I was super excited about, but I like Monster Hunter, so you get to pass just because.
The jury's in.
Razor, I give you an F for go fuck yourself.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Oof.
And for the entire day, I give today an absolute fucking D, and the only reason it gets a D instead of an F is because of Halo and Forza. And
yeah, the whole day I'd say
Capcom
gets
was
a D minus
fine.
for me.
Right.
What you got, Nick?
Halo's gonna get an A minus because they're really pushing it right now, and I'm really stoked to see what they're gonna do with this multiplayer. Verizon, yeah, I don't know why you ventured onto campus. You're trying to get poon from older chicks and you can't get it. In television, I don't know. You got on the wrong bus.
Short bus.
Ooh.
No, they were supposed to be on the short bus. They got on the regular bus.
Hot takes. For Forza, yeah, you get an A for sure. This game looks phenomenal. I'm really excited. This is the one time I think I've been super excited about a racing game. Take Two. I think you need to fire whoever hurt whoever on at work. Because
whoever at work. If you see somebody working there, you fucking fire them.
Yeah, I get rid of them. Mythical. I don't know. You eating chicken nuggets for breakfast? I don't get it.
For sure.
Oh, geez. Indie Showcase. Indie Showcase. You can get it. I'll let you pass. You get a D plus. You passing.
Oh, nice. Look at them.
Freedom Games.
I missed them too.
You know what, Freedom? I'll give you a D plus as well. You can pass because at least you showed games, right? Then your pomade is sweating.
Novel idea.
Yeah, your pomade is sweating down your cheek, dude. You don't know how to do your hair. You're still hairspray in it, and you are active acts, and you are actively the guy who is waiting for the girl to get drunk at a party while you're sober. You get a fucking double negative fail.
Oh my god.
Well.
I mean, it's fair, but holy shit.
Move along.
I'm not trying to drag Diggity under with me. I'm sorry, guys.
No, it's okay.
I give Razor an F for go fuck themselves, so I mean, you're fine.
Capcom, you're definitely passing. I'll give you a C plus. You had Resident Evil in there. You had Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is an awesome franchise. I really wish I could dive deeper into. I really want to, and I think if I were to play with Brody, I think he could probably show me how to play and get me into this game.
Fucking kiss ass.
Join me.
I will kiss
What's
you
that
on
your
lips,
nose?
dude.
Is that shit?
That's a bit of cum.
Fucking brown noses.
I said it was cum. You said shit. Whatever. I'm excited. I'm excited for Resident Evil. I really hope none of our wives and my fiance, or your wives, my fiance.
My wife is 100% watching it.
Oh, hey Amber, what's up?
That's fine. Hey.
Oh, Amber, I am so sorry. I'm coming down soon to hang out with you guys, and I promise I don't have this potty mouth in real life. Okay? I promise.
Bullshit.
Fine.
They're gonna show up at
She lives with me on a regular basis, and I think 90% of what I've said, each sentence has had at least fuck in it.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like jerking my dad off.
Yeah, but you didn't do it, right?
He didn't like me enough to let me.
So I'm gonna say it. When are you gonna show? When are you coming down? When are you gonna do it?
We're thinking like late July.
Oh yeah,
like end of July, because we're in Vegas. Late July.
We're in Vegas.
Yeah, which I will state right now. We're waking up at the wait for it ass crack of dawn.
Oh, and Amber hates you.
Absolutely, that's why I said it.
Amber's mom's name is Dawn, and she fucking hates that sentence.
The ass crack of dawn.
We're thinking July at least.
Okay.
Okay. For what though? What are we doing in July?
I don't know,
dude. We're gonna check out.
Figure it out.
We're gonna check out good old Auburn and maybe a little bit of Fort Wheezy. You know?
No, I'm talking about while you guys are in Vegas. Are we doing a show while you guys are in Vegas getting drunk and smoking stogies?
Nick, I don't know, man. We plan these things out like 2 days before they happen.
That is so true. This was a clusterfuck.
Like, don't put accountability on us.
That is so. You want to put accountability on WASD and beyond?
No, absolutely not.
I literally was writing Capcom notes up until we went live.
Right.
Don't put this on me. Okay,
we're doing great here today, guys.
We still don't know when we're recording tomorrow for the Nintendo shit.
We'll figure it out. We'll fucking figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out tomorrow.
A peek behind the screen of just the absolute madness going on right now.
We'll try to figure out.
We're all so fucking tired.
We'll try to figure out the weekend before you guys go to come out and hang out.
I want to come up to Grand Rapids too. I like Grand Rapids a lot.
Bruh, Evan, my birthday is July 17th. You need to come down that weekend.
Oh my god. Fuck. Okay. I gotta see when the fiance is going up north. When she goes up north is when
now it's too soon.
No, I've got to ask her when she's going up north.
Okay, well, you put that in your fucking Palm Pilot, all right? And you let us know if you can make it.
I'm putting it in my BlackBerry.
Put it in your Amico.
Yeah, let me grab my Amico real quick.
Oh, I do need to buy my Amico. Razer?
You got Razer, yep.
Yeah, that's it.
Razer, I'm going to tell you a story about Razer. I'm going to grade it. I used to have a roommate who was a cripple. And...
Who was or still is?
He is. He has muscular dystrophy.
Okay.
He's a piece of
shit. What
a
weird question.
Well, it's the way he posed it. He said, "I had a roommate who was a cripple." Is he still? What?
He is a cripple, and I hope he ends up in a wheelchair for the rest of his life. He's a thief.
Jesus.
Would he not be in one?
Not yet. He has braces. I don't talk to this guy in years. He's okay. Long story short, I'll tell you more off air. He stole $10,000 from me.
Oh,
wow, that's a lot of fucking Amigos.
Do you need help getting it back?
There's a lot of. I don't know where this guy is anymore. I would kill him if I saw him. I mean, I would kill him with kindness if I saw him.
I don't want to
help him. We were at a Meijer, not Meijer. Everyone who's not in the Midwest is Meijer.
Meijers, yeah. Love Meijers. Big fan. That Jeff. And K. Roger, dude. Huge fan of the old K. Roger.
Canadian ass needs to stop talking.
I saw a Black Widow Ultimate Edition on the shelf, and I was like, oh, that's a cool thing. He's like, it is cool, huh? And I went, yeah. We leave the store, and he lifts up his jacket and goes, look what I grabbed. I went, what? He stole a Razer Black Widow Ultimate.
Which is a keyboard, right?
Which is a keyboard. He put it in his jacket. It didn't have the little sensor on it. I've never bought a Razer product, and after this, I don't intend to buy one.
Fair enough.
I didn't steal. He stole this. And I went, wow, you almost got us in trouble. Cool guy.
So the rating?
1 stolen keyboard out of 0.
That's a good thing.
I don't know how that stacks up,
but
I
like it. That's a weird rating system.
I've never bought a Razer product because it was stolen for me.
1 out of 5 crippled roommates.
Yes. Well, so he's half a person because his legs don't work good.
Oh my god. Okay. All right, we got to end this.
We need a rating for the entire day. Not
boy.
Roommates, please.
It's getting an F. Today gets an F.
All right, everybody calm down. It's getting an F. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ooh.
We're not canceled. We're good.
At least he was a
Our
terrible
podcast
person,
too
so
used to have legs.
A little bit better. And now those don't work anymore.
Okay, I have no problem with anyone else but this person.
That's fair.
Okay, that's fair. That's fine. A thief is a thief. A thief is a thief.
He was a bad guy.
Was he one of thieves?
Was he part of 100 thieves?
No, but he did. So he was an edgy guy, and he had
so
13.
Stupid.
He had 13 tattooed on his face, and he had a giant X for straight edge tattooed on his face.
Oh, nice.
And he was like, I was like, why'd you get 13?
Was he like an X-Men?
No, he was like a turd. He was Turd Ferguson. He got 13 because he called himself Bad Luck.
Nice.
Is that because his legs didn't work?
Oh, great. Now we're all syncing together. Before it was just Nick. Now it's all of us.
See, what I did was I got you guys to say things you didn't want to say. I'm like the Howard Stern of this podcast. You guys are Baba Booey.
Should we like say the OBO stuff and then say it on like the other episode too, or do we? How are we?
We gotta do it sometime other than that. At the end of day 3 of a shitty
for OBO,
day for
I think
E3.
Evan has to at least be here for us to talk.
Why don't just over the next like 5 shows that we both do on our shit, we just start
plugging it.
Yeah, well, we'll have to because all right, the next show we
so
record.
Nick has to, or fucking Evan has to show up for Nintendo tomorrow. Then
He said he would. He said he would. Remember, he said, "Fine, I'll show up." He said he would
break
show
his
up.
legs.
Let's be doing it. Yeah, fucking
He'll
turn
be your
him into
next
bad luck.
roommate.
We're talking about you, Doug Belinsky, you thieving piece of shit.
Damn, fucking full on call out.
Oh, he's a bad guy. He's a bad guy. Listen, I'm venting. Yeah, we will do. I think for OBO, let's wait for Evan to at least get on here because I think with OBO, I think a lot of people are going to be very, very excited for this show.
So we can talk about
spoiling.
They literally just got like essentially like the last 5 minutes of this podcast has essentially been what an OBO episode would be.
Yeah, pretty much, but they don't know exactly.
Yeah, if you enjoy the last 5 minutes, you're good, you're solid. You'll
probably gonna go to hell.
If you don't enjoy this, it must not be for you, and I'm so sorry.
Holy shit!
I'm also don't. I'm also not sorry. I don't fucking care.
You see what Jerry just said in chat? Yeah, Doug sucks. He knows Doug. He knows Doug. Jerry knows Doug. Yeah, Doug sucks.
Yes, Doug sucks. Sex sucks.
Today definitely gets an F. Today gets an F.
Oh shit!
All of E3 has wore me out entirely, and now we're at day 3, and it was awful to the point where I hope Nintendo has something tomorrow, or else like E3 overall is going to be like D-, and the only thing that brings it up from F is Xbox and Ubi, honestly.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, it'll give it barely a passing grade. I know what you're doing, Jeff, because of Jerry.
Yeah, Jerry fucking asked for it, dude. I need to give Jerry what he asked for, bro. I mean, that's a fucking audience. Are you kidding me? If I didn't,
what do you get today?
There he is.
What did I what?
The whole day.
What the whole day today?
What did I do today?
No, what is the grade for all of today?
Rating?
The grade for all of today?
Yes.
1 Gabe out of 10.
Oh.
Is that good or bad?
That's bad, man. Look at this guy.
I mean, 1 Gabe out of 10 Gabes is
I wish he was my dad.
It should have 100% been 1 out of 3 Gabes. Because Gabe.
Yeah, I get it.
3. Yeah. Whatever.
You know what I didn't do last night?
Flat.
I get it. It doesn't fall flat. I just wasn't listening.
It fell flat.
It's my fault.
You know I forgot
it truly is my fault.
I told Jerry I was going to text him last night, and I passed out.
Hold on, stop. So you said you were going to text. Did you text Jerry that you were going to text him later?
During our show last night, Jerry was like, "You won't text me." And I'm like, "Yeah, I will." And then I passed out because we ended up talking for 2 hours after the show.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Welcome behind the screen, guys. Because we
full on theology.
Yeah.
It was a good talk.
It was a good talk.
It was a good talk.
It was.
It was also like 1:30, almost 2 o'clock in the morning.
I could watch Brody and Jeff going, "When do these guys shut the fuck up and let us go to bed?"
Well, yeah, I had to go to work the next morning, and I was
feel
very,
bad
very
every
tired.
time. I feel bad
It's
every
fine.
time we do a lap. You guys do an episode with us.
I appreciate the talks.
Hey, it's fine. It's okay. It's all right. Doing what I
But,
do best,
yeah,
man. I love this shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, yes.
Fuck yeah.
That's why we're doing more things, guys, behind the scenes. Anyways, so today got an F pretty much from all of us. 1 Gaben from Jeff.
I think I gave it a D- because of Halo and Forza, but I mean,
Yeah.
other
Okay,
than
I'll bump mine up to a D- because of those 2 things.
Yeah.
That's it. So
Okay. Cool. You want to plug your shit before we go?
yeah, I'll plug
Because
first.
we're on audio version of this, remember?
We are. So, again, guys, you can find WASD on all major podcasting platforms. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Beyond WASD. Please check out our sponsor, Final Boss. They always are dropping awesome gaming merch. They're doing it better than the companies actually do. And I'm looking at Gabe Newell speak right now, and I know Eric from Final Boss also cried yesterday during the PC Gamer Show. Eric, I'm sorry, homie. I was just as disappointed as you were. What else? You can find me at flies.avi. You can see Evan on Twitch at EV0N1. Jeff is tongue fucking Gaben. And that's it for WASD. Diggity boys. Jeff, you're good with that tongue, boy.
Yeah, you can find us on every major podcast platform as well. Leave us a review on Apple, as well as on Spotify. Helps us get noticed a lot. Thank you. Mucho gracias. Thank you. Mercy buckets. You can also find us on Twitter and Instagram at Diggity Podcast. Find me on PlayStation Network. My PSN is Maple Jeff Brody.
And mine is Luscious Brody.
Soon to be beautiful.
If you can figure out how to fucking spell it, because nobody understands how luscious
Lucius,
works.
Lucius, Brody.
Look at this one.
English language.
Look at the whiskers going on here.
That's thick, Daddy. You be careful with him.
Yeah. Holy cow. And until next time, guys, we will see you. Well, shit, we'll see you tomorrow.